It's business time. It's business time. It's business. It's business time.
I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time.
Ooh, it's business. It's business time.
Hello, and welcome to Business Time. To Business Time, the show where we put a spotlight on you and your business. I want to welcome you to a brand new and improved Business Time. We took some time off to improve the quality of our show, and now we're back to put I'll put a spotlight on local businesses in the northern Alabama area. My name is Crenshaw Johnson III. My cousin Trent and I will be taking turns hosting this season and this fantastic show. So stay tuned for upcoming episodes with Trent. First, I would like to begin the show by thanking our sponsor, Alabama Print and Mail, for allowing us to put on this awesome show in the Alabama Print and Mail studios. Okay. And I would also like to thank my Nana for helping me with this program. I pick her up from the nursing home, and she helps us put it on each week. Thank you, Nana. Today on the show, we have a very special guest. Today we have the owner of Whitt's BBQ, located in Decatur, Alabama. And if any of you viewers out there live in the northern Alabama area, you probably know or have eaten at this fine establishment. I want to welcome in my guest, Clark Whitt, with Whitt's BBQ. Thank you for joining us, Clark.
Sorry, Crenshaw. It's Mark Whitt.
Mark Whitt?
Yes. Hence Whitt's BBQ.
Oh,
Sorry about
that makes sense. Nana, you got to get the names right. I'm trying to introduce. That's so embarrassing. Not professional, Nana. Get it together. I'm very sorry for my Nana. I'm sorry for my Nana. Anywho, Mark Whitt. Whitt.
Yes.
Mark
yes.
Whitt with Whitt's BBQ. Thank you for joining us on this special episode of Business Time.
Thank you, Crenshaw. Glad to be here.
Thank you so much. Mr. Whitt, Mark. Can I call you?
Mr. Whitt was my dad. Yes.
So I can call you Mark?
Yes, Mark.
Fantastic, Mark. Mark, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from Athens, Limestone County. I have a beautiful wife, 3 grown children, 2 grandchildren, and
Wow, sounds like you're a busy man.
well, even without the business, yeah, you're right.
Awesome.
But I went to school at UAB with my wife Phyllis, and we graduated. I actually had a degree in medical technology, but couldn't pay my bills, so I went into the barbecue business.
That is a fantastic story. I love it. That is great. I always say that life is full of surprises.
Yes.
Anyway, let's continue. High five. Big high five, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. I love it. So, Mark, tell me what. Oh, excuse me. We need a break for our sponsor, Alabama Print and Mail. From big to small, we print it all. Excuse me. I'm sorry. We have to throw those in. They just a requirement. Anywho, Mark, tell me about Whitt's BBQ. How did it all begin?
Well, it actually got started through my dad, Floyd Whitt, who was a bricklayer, and he built pits for other barbecue places.
Wow.
And then he built one in the backyard, and people saw the smoke and smelled the barbecue and knocked on the door and started wanting to buy it. So we opened up a place right in the backyard behind the house.
Really?
On a dead-end dirt road, which broke all the reasons for being in business.
Right.
And the rest is history. Now we have 30 places.
Wow. That is a true American success story. Wouldn't you agree?
I think so. Yes.
That is fantastic. I really like it. Anyways, tell me, Mark, how and when did it Oh, can I help you?
I have a pizza for Crenshaw.
Oh, that's me. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I ordered a pizza before. I didn't know it would be here. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Oh man, that looks delicious. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I thought this would be here before. I'm sorry. Thank you, sir. I'm very sorry for the
No
interruption.
problem.
Tell me, tell. Can
Oh, my bad. Roll Tide.
what's that mean? Oh, he left and he didn't explain that. I'm so confused. Well, anyways, I'm sorry for the interruption. I thought that pizza would be here before you got here.
alright.
I'm so hungry.
I should have brought you some barbecue.
So I will love some Witt's barbecue right now. Come see my friend Mark Whitt at Witt's Barbecue for all your barbecue needs. Anyways, let's continue, shall we?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, Mark, how and when, if your father started the business, how and when did you come into the business?
Well, I was after I graduated college, I worked with my brother Joe in Athens for a while.
Mhm.
But then in 1976, we came to Decatur on Spring Avenue, built a building. Daddy even laid the blocks.
Wow.
Rick built the pits, and that place is still there. So that was in 1976.
In Athens?
Well, the
Correct.
original is in Athens.
Oh, okay.
Mine here in Decatur began in 1976.
Wow.
And then we built on 6th Avenue in '89. And then 12 years ago out at East Lawrence, we have a place at East Lawrence. So
Right.
we have 3 places in this area here
Wow.
that we own.
That is truly amazing what one barbecue place can do. That's so great. I really appreciate everything we're talking about.
Well, thank you.
That is awesome. Oh, fist bump.
We're glad to be in Decatur, too.
It is a fantastic place to live.
And East Lawrence.
And East Lawrence. And Athens.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's continue, shall we?
Yes, let's do.
Mark, excuse me, I coughed. Mark, I understand from my notes that I write for each show that you like to tell jokes. Is that correct?
Well, yeah, most of the time, I think.
That is great to hear because I absolutely love jokes. And I love telling jokes and hearing jokes, and I love laughing. So I have written
Yeah.
to have wrote. Yes, that's it. I have to have wrote a joke, and if you don't mind, I would like to share it with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend that I'm on the stand-up stage, if you don't mind.
All right. Yeah.
Hi. Hi, I'm Crenshaw. And I have a joke. Once there was a person walking in the woods, and they were walking for a really long time. No, they were walking with someone. That's right. They were walking with someone, another person. No, they were alone. That's right. They were all alone. They were walking alone, and he got to the point where he didn't want to walk anymore. And he saw a huge it wasn't huge. It was big. I mean, it was big. I mean, it was really big, but it was huge. Anyway, so he saw this really place where he wanted to walk because he was tired. He wanted to take a break. So he sat down and he wanted to eat lunch. Hopefully it was Witt's Barbecue. He wanted to eat because he was hungry, and he came across this giant log. Well, no, wait, it wasn't giant. I mean, it was really big, though. Anyway, he saw the log, and he decided that he wanted to roll it over and see what was under the log, because he was very curious. And he would even say that he was curious like a cat. At least that's what, but his mother would always tell him, curiosity killed the cat. But anywho, so he rolled the log over, and there was a little stick underneath the big log. And he thought to himself, oh my goodness, that log had a child. Do you get it? The log had a child because it was a stick. Anyways, let's continue.
Okay. You tell a joke a lot like my son-in-law, dear.
Well, he must be a very funny person. Anyways, so let's continue, shall we?
Yes, let's do.
Anyway, enough of the foolishness, Mark. Let's continue with the show.
All right.
I have noticed that around Decatur, especially, there is a lot of barbecue places. Would you agree?
Yes. A lot.
I would even go to as far as to call Decatur the barbecue capital of North Alabama. Do you think so?
Yes, I do.
Mark, tell me, in your opinion, what sets Whitt's Barbecue apart from other barbecue restaurants?
Well, I think a couple of things probably is the design of our pit. It allows a pulling of the smoke across the meat as it goes out the flue.
And that's
And
very
that gives-
important.
It's very important to have that smoke flavor on there, and we do it very slow. Of course, there are places that cook slow, but Daddy's design on the pit allowed the smoke to actually be pulled across the meat as it was cooking. That's number one. And number two is, rather than trying to pour the flavor over the meat with a particular sauce, even if it's a thick sauce, we try to make it good enough to eat without any sauce
Wow.
instead of pouring it on.
You
But I
are-
think that kind of sets us.
You are making my mouth water as we speak.
Well, thank you.
That is great. I really like it. It's so great to eat at a nice barbecue place because when I try to do barbecue, I just take a steak and cook it with a lighter, but it never seems to work out. So I think I take your advice and go to Whitt's Barbecue because it sounds delicious and it's better than a lighter steak. Anyways, let's continue. Mark, as a restaurant owner, in your opinion, what is the best thing? Oh God! Oh, crying! Not again! Shoot! Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm okay. I'm sorry. I have equilibrium problems, and sometimes I just fall down. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. As I was saying, in your opinion, what is the best thing about running a restaurant?
The best thing, well, with me, it changed through the years, but like right now, since I've been there since I was 24, and I like meeting the people, waiting on the people, talking to the people. My daughters, who try to weed me away from the window because I hold the line up. I hold the line up.
That's funny.
Well,
They're like, get away from that window, Dad, and you're like, no, I'm talking to the customers. Leave me alone. Is that an accurate description?
That's it. Even on holidays, when they line up, I'll go outside and walk down the line just to be able to meet the customers that I've seen since I was 24.
Well, I think that was a fantastic description of what I was saying. I think I should go on Broadway now. Anyways, that's great. Customer service, I think, is very important when you're dealing with customers because you want to feel, they want to feel like they are appreciated, right?
Well, they
That
certainly are.
keeps them coming back to Whitt's Barbecue for all the deliciousness. Anyways, Mark, on the flip side of that, what? Oh, sorry, excuse me. Sponsor break. Alabama Print and Mail. Call us for all your printing needs. Anyways, sorry, I apologize.
That moment of silence just brings it
It
home.
really does. They require the I throw those in there.
Yeah.
Anyways, on the flip side of owning a restaurant, what is the biggest challenge of running a restaurant?
Probably the time away from home. That's the biggest challenge. And then second to that would be keeping personnel.
I agree. If I had a home to go to, I might think that also. But anyways, I would imagine that a restaurant probably does take a lot of time and effort to run, and the time away from family. I hope to have one day. Maybe I'll come work at Whitt's Barbecue. I just laugh at my own jokes sometimes. Oh, I've already done the joke. Yeah, I'm sorry. Mark, it was a pleasure having you here, and we're down to the final question.
All right.
Mark, in your opinion, who is your ideal or favorite customer?
You know, Crenshaw, I know the first customer we ever had on
Really?
Labor Day, 1966.
Wow. You even remember
He's
their
still
name?
alive? Yeah.
Wow.
Well, my goodness. Yeah, Guy McClure. He was our teacher in high school.
Wow.
And he's still alive and still kicking. And
He still comes eat barbecue?
He sure does. But that's a person that stuck with us throughout the years.
Mm-hmm.
I think the ideal one now is those people you remember because of their order. You may not know their names.
Right.
But when they pull up, you say, "Hey, too hot, no pickle." You know what I mean?
Ah,
You know,
that
you
is.
remember what they get.
Yes, I have a
So-
terrible with names,
They
so I
come regular,
I
too.
I agree. That is awesome. So 1967. If I could do math, I would figure that how long
52
that's been.
years.
52. 52 years. That is great. I can't do that high of a math, but somebody in this world can. I'm pretty sure. Mark, it was a
Wow.
pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you, Crenshaw. Very nice. Thank you.
Anyways, I lost where. Oh, here it is. Thank you for coming in to another episode of Nana. Stop moving. I'm trying to end the show, and every week you're moving. Stop moving. I can hear you. Hello, I have ears. I'm sorry, Mark.
Oh, that's okay. No problem. Makes it more homey.
Anyways, thank you for coming in for another episode of Business Time. Again, I would like to thank our sponsor, Alabama Print and Mail, for letting us put on this great show. I'm Crenshaw Johnson III, and you have been watching Business Time. See you next time. Thank you.
It's business. It's business.